But because he is playing that day, we have to capitalize on my opponent's misplay. What is up, all you beautiful people? It is I, AkemiTCG, back with a brand new video. And today, we are playing against Drytron. Rikkas have a terribly bad matchup, but I actually think my opponent won the coin flip and then gave me going first. So I'm like, okay. Because this outcome would have been a lot different had I not gone first. Against Drytron, you have to open droplet or else they can super negate with ultimateness. But I'm almost 100% sure my opponent didn't quite know exactly how to play around the stuff I had. So I'm gonna move my camera here. I'm gonna show you guys what I got first. So we do have one Jasmine. We don't have Ulsa yet, unfortunately. We don't have VFD yet, so really careful here. We don't have either of those. We do have a Bengal Lancer, so that's cute. That's cute. So I'm gonna move my camera up here just to make it easier for you guys. You can see it. So I start off immediately with Rikka Glamour, and he ashes it. I need this to resolve, or else I cannot make Teardrop. So we will chain Call by the Grave to it. Remove his Ash, because I need to resolve. I really desperately 100% like bootylicious need to resolve my Rikka Glamour, because I need to get Petal. I need the setup. 100% need the setup. So I'm gonna normal summon Petal. Use Petal's effect. Get the Snowdrop and then Snowdrop Model. At this point in time, I am also not playing the generator package, just a heads up, because I just don't have it yet. So I wish I was better at the game. Wish I had it, so I just didn't. So Mudan, tribute the Model, and then we get the Tranquility. We're gonna recur for next turn, make everything an 8. Very simple end board. Teardrop. So one Interruption, another Chalice, which is a negate, and then Tranquility, which is a make them think harder. So I'm like, oh boy, Cyber Emergency. I pray he's playing Cyber Dragons, but that is not the case. He gets Drytron Gamma. Okay, so a cheat sheet, a very good cheat sheet. Okay, if you play against Drytron and you're like, what the heck does this deck do? Okay, get a piece of paper. There's four names. There's Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Zeta, and Delta, with 5 names. But usually people only play 4 of the 5, or they only play like very little names. The more names they have in their hand, the better. So he's gonna summon Delta. They can only summon each one once per turn, okay? Get that? Once per turn using their own effect. So he's gonna use Delta, Tribute Zeta to summon Delta, and then he can reveal a card to draw 1. So he reveals Ben 10 and he draws 1. Okay, so he already used Delta. No more Delta, okay? Keep that in mind. No more D. So now he's going to use Zeta, tribute Ben 10 to summon Zeta. Then Zeta gets a ritual spell. Like, okay, whatever. So now he can summon Ben 10 manually from his hand if he wants. So he used Delta, Zeta. Keep that in mind. So Ben 10 is going to give him a search for any light card, which is correct, as long as it's distributed. He's gonna get another Ben 10. I'm like, okay, cool. This is literally why Ben 10's at 1 in the TCG. They have 3. So now he's used Alpha. That's 3 names. He's used Alpha. Tribute Ben 10. Alpha's effect, get ultimateness, and then Ben 10's effect. He's probably gonna get another Ben 10. Or what are you gonna get? Another Ben 10. Okay, there's 3 Ben 10s. I'm like, okay, this guy's wicked greedy. So he used Alpha, Delta, Zeta. Now he's using Gamma. So Gamma, tribute Ben 10. Gamma, I believe, lets you special summon the Drytron, but he doesn't have a single Drytron in the grave because he just used 3 Ben 10s. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay, in a real situation, you know, like if you get to high plat, mid plat, the people that actually know how to play Drytrons would not be playing it this way. But because he is playing that day, we have to capitalize on my opponent's misplay. So Fafnir can send any Drytron from his deck to the graveyard, and I'm like, I really don't want him to do that because he has every 4 names. I don't know if he plays the 5th name, so I want to be really cautious and just do that. So he has nothing. There's nothing he can do unless he already has the card in his hand. So if you guys don't know what Fafnir does, Fafnir can tribute. You can ritual summon cards from your hand or graveyard using the Exceed materials under it as tribute. So be patient. You're playing against this matchup. He activates Drytron. You're gonna use Teardrop and just tribute the Drytron during the chain while it's happening. So while the chain is happening, he loses Fafnir, all of his materials, and if he still has anything in hand he can use the ritual summon, then he can do it. But he can't, because I know this dude has a... Wait, what does he have? That's 3 Bentons. I know he has Ultimateness. I don't know what his other 2 cards are, but I'm pretty sure they're trash. So he got nothing. It just fizzles. If he can't, he has to try to resolve the ritual spell. If he has another name in hand, then good job, you got it. But he doesn't. Did you know I have a website? Visit AkemiTCG.com to get your limited edition Rikka Fairy merchandise today. So I must assume he still has Diviner. With Diviner, I was worried a bit because I thought he was just gonna use Natis and pop either the Teardrop or the Tranquility, but that was honestly not the case. So he sends Herald of Orange, or Herald of Light, and it adds another Meteonis to his hand. So I guess he's just prepping up for next turn, question mark? If the Fafnir resolve, where he got to set another name, I'm not sure if he plays a 5th name, then I would have been in big trouble. So I get the pedal back. So now I can just go off here. I can really just go off here because I know one card in his hand, 2 cards are unknown, but I'm pretty sure they're just not good. So I know I'll summon Evil Thorn here, summon 2 more. Primula summons itself because it attributed something. Okay, this is gonna be like a -5 IQ play because I could have played this more clean, but I messed up a lot here, so I'm gonna explain how. So we summon the Jasmine. I Tranquility tribute the Petal to summon both that and Mardell out, so I get the Mardell search. Alright, with the Mardell search, we get Erika. It's a big buffer. Make everything a level 4. Summon Strenna. So get the Glamour back. Glamour is gonna grab me a Mudon. I actually have no idea why I grabbed Mudon there. That should have honestly been a Hellbore. Yeah, that honestly should have been a Hellbore. Do I even have it in this deck? I think one build I wasn't playing Hellbore for a second, and I'm like, I kind of need it. So Jasmine tribute summon Mudon. That's the reason why I didn't want to get Hellbore, because I was gonna summon Mudon off of Jasmine anyways. And here, Mudon is gonna get me the Sheets because I've already used Tranquility. Strenna is gonna summon me the Kanzashi. That honestly should have been an Aurea or a Hyperiton, because I can just Primula, make these 2 the same level. They're both level 6s, and make a Kanzashi manually. But yeah, we spaghetti there too, so we do sort of mess up there. So Teardrop, gonna send it to the graveyard so I can get Kanzashi's effect. Diviner is gonna resummon back. He's just gonna summon Ava, I believe. That Ava's whatever. I think he... let's see. Yep, you can banish 2 cards from the Feudal Graveyard. So I summoned Mardell back with Kanzashi. That's more than enough for game. I wish it was cleaner, but it honestly wasn't. He gets Arc Light back, the Orange Light, and the Diviner, but he's literally not going to have a next turn, 100%. So again, I'd like to reiterate, be careful of when you use card effects, okay? Obviously, knowledge is half the battle, knowing what your opponent's cards do, especially if you haven't played against Drytron. They play that Fafnir and you're like, what the heck is that? Or they summon a whole bunch of level 1s. You do kind of panic and you're like, wow, this deck keeps going. But the way my opponent was playing, he wasn't playing it properly in the correct manner. So we just took major advantage of that. He got wicked greedy. He was trying to ritual summon like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 times with the Meteonis, but the moment he activated Meteonis, he saw 4 on there. He used all 4 names. I attributed it. That's it. He literally has no way to summon any of his cards. Not a single way. And we take advantage of that. My name is AkemiTCG. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
World ends now.